Hey everybody, Chris Collier here. Give me just a minute. I'll make sure I'm on all the platforms. Make sure I'm everywhere all at once. Give me just a second. We're checking all the places. Yep, we're live on Facebook. We're live on Instagram. And now we're going to check YouTube out. Check and see where we're at on YouTube. Everybody doing good today? Friday afternoon? All right. We're here. Let's get started. This will be a little bit longer for those of you who are just joining us, but I wanted y'all to hear some of the stuff I've come up with shortly. Um, and let's get to it, okay? I can't see y'all on screen, so forgive me if you join and I don't recognize you, but I know there's some people there, so thank you for joining us. My name is Chris Collier, a little bit more myself. I'm a digital marketer and podcast host. So I'm going to go over some information with you today, and hopefully you'll find it helpful and useful in your own life and personal branding. Did you know that over 50 million people around the world consider themselves content creators? Yet only a small percentage of them make full-time income. The secret? They've nailed down their niche. You think of a niche like finding your favorite spot in a crowded park or your favorite parking spot at a busy store, right? It's where you stand out and feel at home. Let me help you find yours and build your own personal brand. And I'm specifically talking about YouTube, but this could be on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, wherever you find yourself. So we're talking about personal branding, specifically how to find and dominate your niche. Why does this matter? Because trying to appeal to everyone will cause you to waste time. I'm sure you've heard if everyone is your target audience, no one's your target audience. When you niche down, you find your voice and it calls out to the right people, cuts down the noise and the distractions to your group of people. Let's face it, if you're not helping someone overcome a problem or a situation or a challenge, it can all be overwhelming. But if you're just trying to help people solve one problem or one set of problems, you're going to stick out. And you ask yourself, how can I stick out when there's thousands or even tens of thousands of people doing the same thing? The truth is, most people are stuck in the trap of being too general. Think about this. If you go to the doctor, a general practitioner, it's one price. You go to a knee doctor, a nose doctor, a nuclear brain specialist, it's a lot more elevated the more specialized you get. Most people are too afraid to narrow down because they think they'll miss out. But imagine this, you're at a pizza shop and you're ordering pizza, but they try to serve you pizza, burgers, tacos, and sushi. And it confuses the customer because the customer doesn't know what it is they're actually offering, right? But if it's your go-to spot for authentic wood-fired pizza or deep dish pizza, you know exactly what you're going to choose when you get there. You know exactly what you want. How do you find your niche? Let's break it down into a few steps. I'm giving this away for free today, so hopefully you'll take. Please like, share this, and depending on what platform on, if you can subscribe. First key metric. Look at what you love to do or love about yourself, right? What could I talk about for hours without getting bored? Maybe it's photography, fitness, or even organizing closets. This is your starting point. For me, I love personal branding. I love digital marketing. I love video. So this is my starting point. Check out your audience. So if you're into organizing closets, who would want help? Parents, entrepreneurs, students. Know who and what who and you're talking to and why. It's easier to create content that they will care about. That's another key point. Check out your audience. Don't look at it from like, oh, I'd like to do a video about branding. Maybe nobody wants to hear a video about branding. Now, if you narrow it down, like, why do you need to brand yourself on YouTube in 2025? That's a whole nother thing. People might need that, want that, care about that. You also have to look for trends, right? What's blowing up right now? Use Google tools like Trends, or just scroll through YouTube and see what people are searching for. For example, if you love fitness and see what quick home workouts are available and trending, you found a new niche. Picking a niche is not about limiting yourself. It's becoming the go-to person. Think about it like this. Would you rather shop at a general store with a little bit of everything, or a bakery that makes the best chocolate chip cookies in town? People trust specialists. Remember, I said that earlier. People trust specialists. Specialists get paid more, and people trust generalists less. Once they trust you, they'll stick with you. You have to overcome the like, know, and trust factors. Let's talk about building your personal brand. How do you do that? Well, just because me and you might be talking about the same thing, you're each going to do it in a different way, right? You bring your personality, your background, your experience. You talk to someone here who used to be a newspaper boy, is into hospitality, have over 25 years of management experience in the hospitality industry. So I'm bringing it from a different standpoint than you. Maybe you were a newspaper writer. Maybe you were a teacher. Maybe you were a professional athlete. It doesn't matter. But your personality, your flair will be different than mine, and that's okay. Nobody else can do it the way you do it. That is your superpower. Are you funny? Serious, quirky? Let that shine out in your videos. For example, if you're a health coach, don't just talk about eating vegetables. Show your goofy dance moves while making a smoothie. People connect with realness. So if that's who you are, just be you. And I'm going to use something I learned when I was trained to be a pro wrestler. I was trained to be a pro wrestler. You want to take that personality and dial it up. You want to be authentically you, but you want to be you at 10 times, right? 10x. So that personality really comes shining through. How to create a strong impression. This is important because if people think you're trashy or slobby or shifty, they're not going to trust you. Your channel's first impression matters. Imagine walking into a messy store. You probably leave, right? Unless, well, I don't want to say that. Never mind. It's a dollar store, right? Some of these dollar stores you go in, it's all a mess because everyone's going through everything at such a fast rate they can't fill it up fast enough. Your profile pic, your banner, and about section should instantly tell people that you are the expert that you're trying to portray. And if your niche is personal finances, your banner might say, helping you save and grow money from scratch. It's very clear, right? It's not ambiguous. Let's shift. If once you get that straightened away, once you get your aisles straight and everything in order, one of the worst things you can do is when you go into a store and you know that the cheese is on the produce aisle or near the produce in the cooler, and they move everything around. Now it's all the way over in another department. It makes things hard to find, right? You want things consistent. People like things to be consistent. They like things to be consistent, fixed, form, and universal. They want things to be the same. Even though you might change your format, you might change this, you might change that, keep the times and places they meet you at the same time if you can. Consistency builds trust. If you're posting one time a week and you vanish for 3 or 4, it's like showing up late to a party. It doesn't feel reliable. Aim for at least one video per week or one post per week and keep them focused on your niche. If your niche is DIY crafts, don't suddenly post a gaming video, right? It confuses your audience. And once you get the video up, you can't just let it sit there. I know YouTube's tremendous for getting traction if you do this on a consistent basis. But here's another situation or challenge you might have. You don't just upload it, it's not set it and forget it. This is set it. Now you have to go back and engage with people who are interacting with your video. Ask them questions so you can come back and get more content. Because, for example, even a video like this, maybe people say, I don't understand this concept, or I don't understand that concept. You can go through and answer those questions, but in the process of answering those questions, you create even more content so you can reach more people. So, for example, like this, someone says, what kind of camera do you use? Don't just answer them, thank them for being engaging, and ask if they're starting a channel too, and see if there's any way you could help. Because you might find a product you could create off it. Someone asked me what kind of camera I use. I tell them I use a Linko 550, which isn't even around anymore, right? I'm getting ready to upgrade my camera and other features of my studio. But another thing I say is, do you want to start a channel? I have a class that helps you start your channel. And I actually do. So the thing is like, it's another way for you to create income for yourself, right? Oh, you start about a craft channel? I have a craft channel basics. And in it comes some art projects and stuff you can do, and it's minimal cost. The startup is $497, $497, and you get all these crafts in with it too. Look, now you're being helpful, considerate. You're helping someone else branch out and do what they need to do. Here's the deal, though. Finding your niche and building your personal brand on any social platform, but especially YouTube, it's like planting a tree. It takes some time to grow. Once it does, it'll provide shade, fruit, and the roots that keep you grounded. So you got to water it constantly and make real content that serves people, especially your audience. Now it's your turn. What's your niche? Drop it in the comments below. I'd love to hear about it, and we can start a discussion. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're on YouTube, so we can keep growing, helping you grow your personal brand together. And also join us on December 12th at 8 p.m., where I teach YouTube Can YouTube going 100. We're trying to get people to their first 100 subscribers. The link is in the description of the bio. If it's not there, I'll put it there after I go off being live. But you can get your tickets. Class is filling up. Have a great day, night, or morning, depending on what part of the world you're in. And thank you.